Jermell Charlo versus Tszyu, the son of Tszyu. Who do y'all think would win in a fight if this fight takes place, let's say in the second half of this year, 2022? Before I get more into the video, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more boxing and please hit that like button. It helps out the video. It helps out the channel. I'd really appreciate it. So, in my opinion, a fight between Tszyu and Charlo is a good fight. I'd love to see this fight, to be honest. I think Tszyu deserves a title shot. And right now, as we all know, all the belts are currently with Charlo, Jermell Charlo. He is the undisputed junior middleweight champion of the world, or super welterweight, some people call it, 154 pounds. He's the sole champion at that division, one and only champion. And his mandatory for the WBO is Tszyu. If you look at the 154-pound division, like I said, Charlo currently runs it, holding all the belts, and Tszyu is right there, ranked number 1 for the WBO. And he's been waiting for a while now for his shot. And in my opinion, he deserves it. He deserves it. Tszyu, 27 years old now. I think it's about time to fight for a world title. Undefeated as a pro, 21-0, 15 wins coming by way of knockout or TKO. A lot of American fight fans probably never heard of him until his last fight against Terrell Gausha back in March of this year, where he ended up winning the fight, but it ended up being a much tougher fight than expected. Tszyu also got knocked down in that fight. Not his best performance, but he got the win, and he's now campaigning for a fight with Charlo. He wants to fight Charlo. He wants to fight Charlo for all the belts. And, you know, if Charlo doesn't want to fight him, actually, the agreement is Charlo has to fight him if he wants to keep his WBO belt, because the WBO has been holding back and allowing the Castaño to defend his title to fight against Charlo. And, you know, if they don't make the fight happen this year, I think they'll strip Charlo off that WBO belt. But Charlo has mentioned that he plans to move up in weight. Who knows? But I'd love to see this fight, to be honest. I think it's a very good fight. It's a fight where we can see how good Tszyu really is and what he can bring to the table against one of the best in the sport of boxing, in Charlo. Yeah, I said it. I think he's one of the best. I mean, he is the undisputed champion at 154 pounds. You got to give it to him, man. You got to give him credit. And honestly, if they were to fight, as much as I'd like to see this fight and see Tszyu get an opportunity to fight for the world title, I honestly think he's going to get beat pretty bad, to be honest. The Terrell Gausha fight was a good measuring stick to see where Tszyu is at. And I had high expectations from Tszyu. I thought he was going to go out there and perform and dominate that fight, but it ended up being a tough competitive fight. And that tells me that, you know, he can definitely give Charlo some problems, but in the end, I honestly think Charlo will most likely knock him out. It's kind of hard to go against Charlo after winning all the belts, but I'd still like to see Tszyu get the opportunity to fight for a world title, even though I'm pretty confident Charlo is gonna win. I just think Tszyu definitely deserves a title shot. I think Charlo will be too explosive, too strong for Tszyu to handle. I don't think Tszyu has ever been in there against somebody as explosive and strong and skilled as well as Charlo. So, you know, I see Tszyu putting a good effort and making this an entertaining fight, but he's gonna get hurt in this fight, in my opinion. But only one way to find out, right? And I've said this before and I'll say it again. In my opinion, Tszyu, what brings the best out of him is fighting the best fighters, and definitely fighting Charlo will bring the best out of him if it were to happen. But still, even right now, in my opinion, Charlo's still in his prime. The best of Tszyu at this moment can't beat the Charlo of today. But like I said, only one way to find out, right? Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for listening and watching. And like always, have a great day. Alright, thanks.